Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today I want to cover how early can you get started investing in your future. So I went through and I wrote up an article that I kind of put together. I gathered information, put an article together, and kind of wrote it out to kind of give for you guys as, how can you get started to be financially successful early, and then what are some options that you can do under the age of 18. So are you under the age of 18? You want to get started investing in your financial future now. So my brother is 16 years old, and at that age I would consider to have him thinking about his financial future. So every time I come over or I talk to him on the phone, I'll ask him, what do you want to focus on after high school? Do you have any interests you'd like to pursue? Are you studying for anything specific? And all of my questions that I ask him come back without an answer, or even worse, I get an excuse from him. I don't know what kind of job I want to get. I don't have a bike. I don't have a car. He doesn't even want to study for his driver's license. These are all steps you must take if you want to be financially successful. It's not really an option. So whenever I leave him, I always tell him no one else is going to put in as much effort as you. You're currently in your tutorial between the age of 1 to 18. Once it's complete, you can't go back. You must become an adult at the age of 18. You have to register, and if you're a male, of course, in the United States, you have to register for draft. But no one else is going to put in as much effort as you are. So I always tell him that. So what are some ways that can be suggested and begin planning to be successful? So get a job, apply for a job. This doesn't always mean going out there. So I put applying for a job as the first option because I wouldn't always start there. Applying for a job in the corporate field, going out to your local Dutch Bros, or I'm not sure what other coffee shop in your neighborhood, the mall, some retail store or fast food. I wouldn't always start there. There might be better options within your neighborhood. So look to your neighborhood first. Do you have a lot of elderly couple? Do you have people that have dogs? Do you have, is there a lot of mud nearby where people's cars are getting trashed and kind of muddy? You could mow you could mow your neighbor's yards. You could pull weeds. You could walk dogs. You could wash cars. You could set up a niche specific to your neighborhood and go around and ask them, hey, I noticed you have some weeds and your yard is a little bit needs to be clipped back. I could do this for you for say $20 to $30, and we could come back reoccurring every week and kind of get this set up and kind of get not an email list, but you have a neighborhood list of all your neighbors. You set up a schedule of what you're going to be charging, what you're going to be doing, and you can set a schedule up Monday through Friday. Well, you're making maybe $100 to $200 every day with your schedule planned out. So within a week, you could be making $1,000, and it's all non-taxed, of course, because these are just activities within your neighborhood instead of going out there and getting a job where you're going to be worrying about getting taxed and doing taxes. So transportation, this came secondary. I believe that a job can be you can get a job without transportation. Of course, with your transportation, you have your legs. You can use a skateboard, a bike, a scooter, and I think a car should be the last option. It's going to be your biggest expense at this age. Say you're 16, you got your driver's license, you bought a $2,000 car because it was your first car, you really wanted it, all your friends have one, you want one, so you bought a car. Now you have to have insurance on it. Now you have to buy gas for it every week or two. Gas prices are relatively low, but they can shoot up at any time. And of course, there's other unexpected issues. My other brother, he bought a car from a dealership, and within like a year or two, it began having issues. He had to replace several components in the engine, and eventually, it just became like a statue. He parked it, he couldn't move it, it would not turn on anymore. And I think it just sits in the same place. I think he eventually got rid of it, but it just became junk. So don't get stuck buying a car at this age, because it's not, if you move up in positions and you get to the point where you can afford a car and you need a car because you can get a better rate at a further distance, you might invest in a car at that time. But it's not an investment, it's a liability. So Now let's talk financial. What are some options we have under the age of 18? So if you're 18 and you're out there and you're wondering, hey, what are some options for me to get started financially? There's Money Mammals. One of our, it's a credit union program, credit union youth marketing program. It's a very good program. If you're under the age of 11 for kids, they have activities. They have lots of games that encourage interest and money smarts. I opened my bank account, I believe, at the age of 11 or 12. It was a WAMU savings account back, I think it was like in second or third grade. It was, I think it was like 1% interest rate, but I put in $5, and every week I could contribute, I think it was like $1 to $5 per week, and I had to keep it underneath like $10,000. But I'm not going to have that much money at that age, at that age. So some perks that come with this account is there's no opening account fees, there's no minimum balance to earn dividends. So credit unions, they don't earn interest, they earn dividends. So depending on how much the credit union makes, they'll pay back dividends to the members, as they call them. So there's no monthly service charge, and there's often better rates than typical accounts. So I looked up Money Mammals, and the very first option here I had was, that's not it, where is it here? RCU.org, and if I go to, let's see here, has some options here, but they had rates in here somewhere. Here we go. Nope, doesn't show it. Does not show it at all. Youth accounts. Here we go. Dang it, doesn't show me. But it's normally 1%. It doesn't actually show me in here, but that's fine. I had looked at that. Let's see here. Next on the list is, boy, it's going crazy, custodian account. After after you've reached 12, 13, 14, 15, you won't be, of course, able to get a Money Mammals account, but that might be transitioned into a regular savings account, or it might be transitioned into a custodian account. So what a custodian account is a parent or guardian must help you set up this account, but all assets within this account belong to you. So there's another type of account, I forgot the name, but it wouldn't be very safe. I guess your parents would be the owners of it overall. So your parents are legally forbidden from using a custodian account for money and expenditures that benefit themselves, like a car. They can't pull money out of your account to do their nails or other stuff. So this account is valid until the age of 18. So good account until the age of 18, where you can then roll it over into a savings checking account. So IRAs and stocks. If you want to get started with an IRA or stocks prior to age 18, you are eligible to buy stocks in an IRA account under one condition: you must have earned income. So that is important. If you get started at the age of 14 working, I think you can only work 20 hours, up to 20 hours at the age of 14 with breaks in between, something of the sorts, and then you could work full-time at the age of 16. So if you are earning a full-paying job at the age of 16 and you haven't earned income, and you have a job and you want to invest in a tax-deferred account, you can contribute up to $5,000 per year in an IRA account. And if you wish to save and invest money for college, you can open up an additional educational IRA account, which allows you to contribute an additional $2,000 per year. So that's $7,000. If you're living at home still with your parents, you can put that money away in your IRA account that can be used for your education in the future or to invest in stocks. So stocks can be bought and sold inside an IRA account. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can go ahead and look up this information. So that is something I didn't know. You can actually invest in stocks prior to the age of 18, so long as you have a job. So my ending thoughts are, whether you begin with a Money Mammals account or you end up with an IRA account, you do not need to hurry. Focus on equipping yourself and your mind with knowledge on being financially smart. Learn different financial terms and investment terms. Create a financial plan and create a goal. Do not set goals that are too high, and set them reasonable. If you're 16 years old and you get a job, set a goal to save $25 to $50 a month, $250 to $500 a year, is a good goal, and then increase it over time slightly, just as you would with, invest in a mixture of high risk types. You're young, you can afford to take risks and learn. As you learn, you'll learn how to distribute your wealth and your investments wisely with age. So that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for future financial videos. This link to this article will be listed on the left side of this video with a link to my website. And on the right side, you can click on the button. You can subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out additional videos on getting financially smart and being financially and becoming a financial investor. So that is it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.